globe, all these beings in this wonderful world. That is what Savitri is telling to Satyavan. She has brought back his soul and is now again fully awake as if getting out of a dream. He has some vague impression of what had happened a little while ago. He carries that vague impression in his soul. And he also sees that he was being dragged by a dreadful figure to a dreadful place. He also remembers being in a wonderful world elsewhere, and it is from that place Savitri has brought him back to this earth. He has some vague recollection of all those events. He does not know the details. And now, when he looks at Savitri, he looks at her with a deep sense of admiration, no more his wife, so to say, but somebody who is altogether different, extremely great, extremely majestic, extremely as if distant away from him, not close enough to him. Such is her greatness. And therefore, he has an apprehension. He has a kind of a fear in him whether she would come back to this mortal world and live the type of life they're living earlier. Savitri is a different person. Whether she would accept human conditions, human joys, human sufferings, human elements of life, whether she would accept them at all. He has that apprehension in him. Human Satyavan and human Savitri had formed together another identity with the Supreme elsewhere, another identity with the Supreme. Whether that identity will be present in the present mortal state, that is his fear. That is his apprehension. They are now back to the earth. And though all is changed, yet still all is the same. That is what Savitri assures him. Yes, this landscape, these hermitages, this forest, the rivers, the mountains, these creatures, yes, they are there. All is changed, yet all is still the same. Savitri and Satyavan had looked upon God, and because of that, now a new life has opened for them, a life with divinity, with all those things around them, those creatures, those rivers, those mountains, those sages, everybody around. They are seeing now a new divinity everywhere. Their love has grown greater by that mighty touch of the divine. It is not that the human love is lost, it has become greater. Yet nothing of mortal love's delight is lost. Nothing of mortal love's delight is lost. It has become greater. Their sweet married relationship in life gets another meaning. Satyavan and Savitri, as a couple, they acquire another meaning in life here. The new meaning for them is to carry out the cosmic yajna together. The cosmic yajna. They had to kindle the mystic fire and constantly offer the mystic fire, the ahutis, the oblations, the offerings of our longings, of our desires, of our wishes, of our yearnings, of our hopes, everything they had to constantly offer to the divine Agni. And it is that divine Agni which will carry them to the transcendent. And in response to that, it is the transcendent which will bring all the gifts to them here. So the marriage journey is to kindle that new fire in this creation and constantly offer everything to the divine so that the divine pours back his splendors upon this world. Their love has grown greater by that mighty touch. Yet nothing of mortal love's delight is lost. It is in the kindling of the fire that the delight is gained. Their sweet married relationship in life gets another meaning. It is the Purusha and Prakriti. It is Ishvara and Ishwari. It is the Lord and his spouse who together constantly do this yajna and make offerings to the divine Agni. And it is the divine Agni which brings back the divine gifts to the creation here. She needs earth for her work. That is the work which Savitri has to do here. She desires heaven for her thoughts, for her works. She needs earth. For her ideas, she needs heaven. Both are needed by her, earth and heaven, for work and for idea. Nothing is distant, nothing is dismissed at all from this creation. The world she needs to inhabit this world. Yes, I want this world. For what purpose? So that in this world he would come and dwell everywhere. He would come and live here everywhere. She wants this world that God would come here, that in this world that God should adore, should worship, should make offerings to Him constantly. Therefore, Savitri says, yes, they come back here and no gladness is lost. If at all that gladness is acquired, another significance, another content, another meaning to grow into the divinity. No mortal joy is lost. Mortality has to breathe the immortal joy here, and it is that which is now getting opened for us. It is to find Him again everywhere, to find Him everywhere by love. Love with every being here, every creation here, with every object here, it is to find Him, to that love that I want all these things here. They have found, she tells her husband, Satyavan and Savitri, they have found each other in the discovered soul. When they have discovered the soul, they have truly found each other, who he is, who she is. And it is that marriage which has to be sanctified and carried forward. In the greater light, it must be taken. They must go and embrace the wide world. Savitri and Satyavan, they are still in the forest where the death had occurred. Satyavan's soul has come back to the earth. They are still under the tree where the death had occurred and where he has come back now. From that place, they had to go back to their home, to the hermitages, because everybody must be waiting for them at home. All the rishis, all the sages, their Satyavan's parent, everybody must be waiting for them to return. It is becoming dark in the night and they must hurry up and go back home. They must go and embrace the world. That is the metaphorical sense of that world. The whole world now must be in their embrace. They must embrace the hermitage. They must be embracing all these creations here, all these objects here, all these beings in this wonderful world. They must embrace. They must receive all these beings here, people in this world, people in the hermitages, the sages, rishis, the munis, the accomplished souls, the parents, the elders, all must receive their joy, the joy which they have brought from heaven. They had not come here, Satyavan and Savitri, they did not come here for themselves. They had come here for the sake of the world. They had come here to lead man's soul towards truth and God. Satyavan and Savitri had come here to lead the soul of man to truth and God, to shape the idea divine here in this mortal world. It is for that purpose that coming to shape the real idea on the earth, the real idea, Ritham. It is that which must be established here on earth. It is for that purpose that come here. And therefore, nothing of this mortal creation is lost. Savitri assures Satyavan, look, everything is the same. Yes, all has changed, but still everything is there for us to take it towards its fulfillment. It is that cosmic yajna which they had to do together constantly so that the joy through that spreads throughout the world. Lo, all these beings in this wonderful world, they are waiting for us.